Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a while, your girl, let me tell you, life has been lifing, okay honey, but I'm trying to come back on here. Y'all see I done got new quality, new upgrade, everything, okay? Y'all know me, I try and keep everything fresh for y'all, but yes, I'm back now, y'all. Like, please make sure y'all get this video a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you're a newbie here, okay? So it's been a while. Y'all, I'm working a full-time job now and I have to drive there every morning, so oh my gosh. But anyways, back to today's video. We're talking about a synthetic wig that looks like a bomb bust down sew in middle part. Girl, I love this wig so much, okay? Like, this new peak frontal series through Outre is bomb, and like, y'all should check this series out. I'll start off by showing y'all how I put my locks in. This is like always what y'all requesting all the time, okay? So it's really easy. Y'all see how the length my locks are, like shoulder length. I just put it into a low ponytail in the back, girl, and like, we're 50% done. Like, that's it, okay? I do want to note, make sure you don't put it like real tight or extra close to the roots, because I did notice there is a little bit of thinning around the back of my hair due to the ponytail being too tight, so I started loosening it up. So I just want to share that with y'all. But yeah, you split the ponytail into two sections and then you kind of just stuff it in there and tuck it in, and then you want to go in with a second or a third wig cap, and girl, that's it. Y'all always be like, I can't stuff my locks in. Girl, yes you can, and that's the key. You have to stuff them in, okay? Like, it's gonna take a little bit of force, all right, but you know, it's worth it, okay? So now we looking like them peanuts from Proud Family. But yeah, let's get into the frontal, y'all. This is the box that comes in, super cute. I had to do my little dancey dance for y'all, and yeah, this is the Peak Edge 706, and I got her in the color 1B. Y'all, she comes in a bunch of colors, as you can see from the stock card. I was gonna get that rose pink gold looking one, but I'm like, nah, ain't nothing gonna hit like a 1B. Y'all know 1B always hit. So yeah, and I haven't really been experimenting with colors lately, so I'm in my 1B2 bag, all right? But I want to show y'all the inside, y'all. This wig is like really good. I love this wig with how stretchy the lace is and how customized the hairline is. However, the lace is so soft, it will rip. So I ripped it already because I wanted to make sure I got it where I needed to go. Okay, so I did cut a little bit extra off the sides. This helps kind of make the wig a little bit wider, okay? So as y'all can see, it is laying. I don't have it all the way on the back, but yeah. So I like to put my wigs on the mannequin head and kind of get that hairline you know, situated before I put it on, okay? Girl, if y'all didn't know, we have a new addition to the family, Miss Ruby Tooby, Miss Ruby Rose, okay? She's a rescue that we found, and she just fit in with the family. So yeah, I had to show her a little love and attention, and yes, girl, okay? But back to the wig, y'all. Y'all see I got my tongue out, so it is like concentration time. I'm just hot combing that hairline back. Make sure y'all have it on a low heat, honey, because this is synthetic and it will burn, but keep it on a low heat and push the hairline back. Then I'm going in with these shearing scissors, that's a tongue twister right there, girl. But I cut the wig before I put it on my head. I usually don't do this, but with this kind of frontal hairline, this peak hairline, I find that it's better. Just because I'm so used to the like the round hairline, this one is a little bit different, okay? And girl, Ruby was doing the most. She had to get rubbed again. I just love this little girl so much. She's such a cuddle bug. She's so clingy, okay, just like me. So we get along real well, girl, all right? So here I am putting the wig on, y'all. As you can see, it's a little bit tight still, but you know, pull it to where you need it to go. And then I'm gonna go in with this Babyyyy lace spray, and then I just spray it directly on the hairline, okay? So make sure that is kind of like drying where you need it to go. And then I put the comb like comb it through, comb the product through, and then try and get it like as flat as possible. So it's also drying right now, so I go in with this fan for some extra drying to speed up the process. And yeah, so I just did that front section, and then I go in and I do each side. Okay, so I just kind of pull it where I want it to go, and then like I did the front, I go in with the Babyyyy and I just spray it wherever it needs to go on the hairline. And then just work with it, okay? You may have to pull it forward, pull it back. Everybody's hairline is different, okay? So this is just how I do it. And y'all can see I'm taking my time. Make sure, this is key, take your time. And yeah, it's no rush, okay? So now I'm going in with cool air again, just getting everything flat. As y'all can see, this wig melts really good. And yeah, it's a simple install, really. So I put the elastic band on. Band is on for extra melt, okay? And now is the time to pull your locks like down. Now is the time to stuff everything in. Like I told y'all, don't put it all the way on. Do that after the wig is secured, okay? So yeah, I did go in with a middle part, y'all. Like, I just knew the middle part was gonna be bussin' with the way that the hair was layered and cut, and I was right, my girl. Like, I love these new series from Outre. Like, they really pay attention to those front pieces so you can get that gorgeous volume, okay? So with the volume comes extra preparation, unfortunately, because you will need to use the hot comb on a low heat, of course, on the top of the hair to kind of get everything as flat as possible. Now this right side was going down flat, real flat, but as you can see, the other side, this wig comes kind of free parted with no part in it, so you kind of will need to guide and train the hair to get it where you need to go, okay? So I did have to split this section into a few sections to get everything straight. It takes a little bit more time, but it's definitely a necessary step, because as you can see, it was very poofy, and now it matches both sides, okay? Now it matches both sides. Now this is my favorite part, is to get that little volume hump. Like, this is very necessary. I do this with all my wigs, and then I've been kind of like combing it to the front also, just to get that volume in the front, okay? It's really necessary, my girl. Now, last step on this, it's kind of one of my favorite steps as well. It's just, coloring inside the lines, okay? So I'm using the Ruby Kisses Cream Concealer. This one's in the shade 13, y'all. These synthetic wigs, they come white and ashy, so you do need to tint them with makeup or cream concealer, which the Ruby Kisses, I highly recommend, 10 out of 10, okay? So I was already in love with this hair, like, but I do want to know, I didn't have to, this step is optional, but I'm just showing y'all. I went in with the Fantasia Mousse Spritz. You can also get this listed down in my description box or at your local beauty supply. This is just kind of like a sticky mousse, if you will, and it just helps lay everything, okay? So you will, like, the way that this hairline is, it's kind of noticeable the way that it's shaped, so you will have to give it like a little 1-2 little wispy there. And I've noticed when everyone does the Legos hairline, they always do some kind of little swoop-de-doop right there. So that's what I'm doing. Not necessary, but just helps it look better, and you can't tell where the lace at, girl. So I highly recommend combing through with the unbrush. If you do not have the unbrush and you wear synthetic wigs, sis, get it right the hell now, okay? Like, this is the only brush that I use for mine. I use this brush for everything, but especially for synthetic wigs, because it does not like snag. Once your synthetic wig snags, then it's like over with. It'll start getting ratty and nappy. But with the unbrush, like it glides smooth, and like whenever it's like caught up, it doesn't like pull the hair and destroy the curl pattern. So as you can see, curls popped right into shape, and this middle part was hitting, y'all. Like, I was already feeling it. I didn't even have my makeup on yet. Just a little lash, okay? But yeah, this is really that girl, and I love the way that it framed my framed my face. Why can't I talk, okay? But yeah, and the gorgeous curls are just really nice, okay? I really like the way they look. So as you can see, Miss Ruby is napping in my lap. Like, we some baddies over here, okay? So Yeah, I'm really feeling this one. I definitely recommend it. I plan to try every wig in the frontal series, the true frontal series, because like this is just insane how good this looks, y'all. I just look like I came from the salon. Okay, it's really nice. Like, I love when synthetic wigs look just bombshell, effortless, very natural. Okay, and y'all, I did not pluck this wig. Y'all always ask me, did I pluck? If I didn't show me plucking it, I didn't pluck it. And this one really didn't need it. You could pluck it, but it was not necessary. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some bonus material. Okay, Outre asked me to provide a second style, so I had to create a second style with this to show the versatility on this one. And it's super versatile, y'all. Okay, I just knew off bat that I was gonna have these two little things out because they were like curling up already. So I'm like, okay, I need to use this. And I find out whenever that people have these two little things, it just looks so glam, and like I love it. Okay, so I started off by sectioning off the two little tendrils or whatever, and then I used the unbrush. As you guys can see, it just really helps, you know, finesse that curl. Get the brush if you don't have it already. I will link it below. Okay, like I'm not playing, y'all. Like it's essential. Okay, so the next step on this hairstyle is I just kind of put everything in a low pony, and then I twisted it up and did the classic claw clip style, if you will. So this was a really effortless style as well, y'all. I didn't want to do too much to this because I wanted to wear it in the middle part, but you can definitely do too much if you want because it's a 13x6 and the parting area is very generous. Okay, but this style, y'all, is super classy, super just really sultry and sexy. Okay, I should have added some glasses because I would have been given sexy librarian girl, but I really like the way that this hairstyle looked. And like, yeah, I'm glad they told me to do a second style because yeah. But anyways, y'all, I highly recommend this wig. This is a 10 out of 10 for me. No cons except for, you know, I did have to pre-cut the lace, like pre-rip it. But you know, when you have locks, you do have to customize these wigs because these are made for peanut babies. Okay, I used to be a peanut baby myself, but you know, now I have these locks. We gotta figure something out. Okay, but yes, y'all, I love this wig. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and today's install. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this one, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down in the comments box. Okay, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Your support does not go unnoticed. Bye guys.